emergency live stream. Please stand by for a Smitty announcement. Alert! Alert! This is an emergency live stream. Please stand by for a Smitty announcement. Alert! Alert! This is an emergency live stream. Please stand by for a Smitty announcement. Alert! Alert! This is an emergency live stream. Please stand by for a Smitty announcement. Alert! Alert! This is an emergency live stream. Please stand by for a Smitty announcement. Alert! Alert! This is an emergency live stream. Please stand by for a Smitty announcement.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios, it's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern.
Breaking news, Baker Mayfield is now in Carolina. He's been traded to the Carolina Panthers, and here are some details on the trade and everything. We got a 5th round conditional pick. There's some other things we need to talk about. Fantasy impact, of course. But it looks like a 2024 5th round draft selection. Conditional potentially. $3.5 million pay cut for Baker. $10.5 million looks like absorbed by the Browns, and $5 million absorbed by the Panthers. This is what the Niners should have been doing with Jimmy G. But the Niners somehow think that teams want Jimmy G and his $25 million contract, whatever the number is. This was the way to get rid of Baker. This was the way to get rid of Jimmy G. But the Niners sat on their hands once again and did not make the trade, or did not make an attempt to trade Jimmy G in this type of fashion. Hey, we'll absorb some of the money. And that's how you get rid of a player that nobody wants. Unfortunately, that's the case. Baker Mayfield wasn't going anywhere on his, $19 million contract. It wasn't going to happen. And Jimmy G's not going anywhere, especially now, on his $20+ million contract. This is how you get rid of a player that doesn't have the value that you once thought when you signed him. And there's teams that are kind of quarterback needy, but they're not going to pay the price for the player and give up draft capital. It's like 2 kicks to the nads when you give up draft capital and take on a player that is a really big contract that you don't necessarily know is going to be the future of the team. Now, the impact of this, it's Christian McCaffrey. Obviously, if Baker gets into the lineup and performs well, and I think Baker is definitely an upgrade over Sam Darnold, let's be honest. Now, we don't know what the Carolina Panthers' intentions are, but you got to assume they're making this trade. They're absorbing the money. They wouldn't do this if they didn't want Baker to start. DJ Moore value goes up, I would say a good amount, not a ton. This is the same thing we talked about with DK. Is Baker Mayfield so good that he would turn DK back into the elite player he was with Russell Wilson? DK was special. DK could survive, I think, with any quarterback, but is this guy gonna close that gap? No. We knew DK would still be a little lower ranked. We know that DJ Moore is still not getting ranked anywhere near where he get ranked if Russell Wilson landed in Carolina. This is Baker Mayfield. This is Baker Lettermaker. He's good. He's not great. He's good. Good meaning 15 to 20 for quarterbacks, or maybe 18 to 25. I mean, somewhere in there. I don't know. Baker's not bottom of the league, like he's 28, 29, 30, but he's certainly not. I would say he's around 20. I would say 20. Maybe me saying 18 was too generous. Yeah, because you got so many quarterbacks. Let's see. Let's go through the quarterback list real quickly. Let's take a look at this. Allen, Herbert, Burrow, Mahomes, Kyler, Jackson, kind of not any order from this point forward. Hurts, Russell Wilson, Tom Brady's 10, Trey Lance would be 10, Dak, Stafford 12, Aaron Rodgers 13, and again, not in any particular order. Carr, Trevor Lawrence, Matt Ryan, I guess we start getting to where it's like Kirk Cousins, Zach Wilson, Fields, Mac Jones. Okay, so in the 20s. Baker's in the 20s. Pardon me. I shouldn't have even said 15, 18. That was dumb. That was dumb. I should have looked at it. It's like 20. It's 20 plus. He's in the 20s. But he's not like at the end. He's not 30. He's not 29. He's probably like 22, 20 to 22, 23. And that's good enough to get DJ Moore more footballs. But is DJ Moore going to be completely unlocked? No. Baker's not good enough to totally unlock DJ Moore. DJ Moore is a type of wide receiver that's different than DK. DK is going to go get 50-50 balls differently. DK can kind of survive. Even with Geno, he survived. It's a very different type of wide receiver. DJ Moore is definitely getting upgraded, but I don't know that DJ Moore is going to like just go to the moon all of a sudden. Like, no. We're not hitting the moon. If anybody came in here going, Smitty's going to punch the moon shot for DJ Moore, let's get in there. No, I'm not punching the moon shot for DJ Moore. We don't give out moon shots like candy. Okay? We don't give out moon shots like candy. We give out moon shots for Niner by Nature.
To the moon.
Niner by Nature deserves a moon shot because Niner by Nature is always a top supporter of this channel. But I don't know, guys. I don't know what the impact's going to be right now. I'm digesting it. I'm going to say it's good for McCaffrey. It's good for DJ Moore. It's good for the Panthers. Even if in a crazy world they decided, okay, we're going to have a competition. I'm not saying that's going to happen. You make this trade, you're probably starting Baker, okay? But if they did come out and say, let's go ahead, DK may be undraftable, unfortunately, Master, bro. DK's not undraftable, Master. You can't say that. He's literally like a late 4th round, top of the 5th round steal. undraftable. I still appreciate you, Master, but no. Let's not get carried away. It's great because I always say this, like even in Pittsburgh, you got Pickett, you got Trubisky. Now, I'm not saying either one is going to be any better than Baker Mayfield, but to have both of them, it's a good thing for Pittsburgh because if one of them fails, you've got another player. It's a safety net, if you will. So for the Carolina Panthers, I don't like Sam Darnold. I don't want Sam Darnold in there. I think it's going to be Baker. They wouldn't make this trade if they didn't want Baker to start. But if they came out and said something stupid like, hey, you know what? Second thought, we're going to have a little competition. The good news is you have two options now. You have two. And that's great because if something happens to one, you at least have a competent backup that could come in and win a couple games. Or not win a couple games. Throw a couple passes. Get the football to DJ Moore. But Baker, INT maker, whatever you want to call him, is definitely a little bitty upgrade for the Carolina Panthers. The little tiny Carolina Panthers got a little itty bitty upgrade. And I would say that, would have been better for Baker. Seattle, absolutely. Seattle would have been better. Give him DK. Give him Kenny Walker. I know people love Christian McCaffrey, but we don't know what we're looking at with Christian McCaffrey moving forward. We have no idea what Christian McCaffrey is going to look like walking forward. We don't know if Christian McCaffrey is going to be the same guy ever again. We have no clue. And if he's not, DJ Moore is again going to suffer. DJ Moore is like McLaurin. McLaurin, DJ Moore. Held back by poor quarterback play and bad coaching decisions with the quarterback personnel decisions. Terry McLaurin totally held down, not fully unlocked. You're running at 80% of Terry McLaurin this year. That's better than 70, which he's been running at with no good quarterback play. Wentz is going to be an upgrade for Terry Scary McLaurin. Terry's now 80 to 85% unlocked. That means that Terry McLaurin still has a good maybe 15% to unlock. Terry McLaurin is 15% better than we all will see this year. That means that in Dynasty, if the Washington football teaming Commanders can get their crap straight and stop calling for unrealistic players like, hey, is Patrick Mahomes available? We'll go ahead and take him. Is Patrick Mahomes? No? Okay. Josh Allen? No, he's not available. Okay. Is Herb? Okay. Can we have a lock of Herbert's hair? If we can't have Herbert, can we just get a little lock of his hair? We think if we hang his hair from one of the goalposts, we may get lucky with the quarterback. So can you give us just a little itty bitty lock? Thank you. Carson Wentz is available. Oh, we gotta go. We got Carson Wentz on the phone. And then we go ahead and, hey Carson, we'll bring you in. Carson Wentz is not gonna be the long-term answer if he's even the answer all year long. Because Carson Wentz, what's he do? He goes down. That's what he does. Carson Wentz, let's lay down. Let's get hurt. Now, I'm not trying to make fun of injury. Your boy Smitty's done the double knee injury. I'm a walking injury when it comes to playing competitive sports anymore. I do the straight running, north and south. I don't really go east to west anymore. Smitty is really good. I'm fast. I'm not shifty anymore, but I'm quick. I could go forward. I could run like a sub 6 minute mile. But you ask me to go left to right, you know, I'm in the kitchen and I've got a Mexican Coke over here and the Taco Tuesday stuff over here. I'm not really good left to right. I'd rather turn and gravitate that way, north and south. That's your boy Smitty. So let's be honest, okay? I know a little thing about knee injuries. I know a little thing about injury. And all I know is Carson Wentz is worse off than me. Carson Wentz staying healthy is a tall order. A real tall order. Baker Mayfield being the long-term answer in Carolina is also a tall order. But guess what? Guess what? This guy Baker, letter maker, TD attempter, and interception maker is an upgrade for DJ Moore. It is an upgrade for Christian McCaffrey. Carolina Panther fans and CMC and DJ Moore fans can rejoice a little bit today. Rejoice a little bit today because you have yourself an itty bitty baby upgrade. And Baker, I wish Baker was in Seattle. I really, really do. I think he would have done wonders for that offense. And when I say wonders, I mean it upgrades it a little. It gives DK just a little bit more security when you're drafting him. But maybe this news knocks DK into round 5. We got Master in here, who I really appreciate. Master, you know you're my boy, Blue.
You know.
Not mad at you, Master. But you got commenters like Master in here that might be driving down the value of DK. And I kind of like that. I could get DK in round 5, maybe. That could be good. But here's the other thing that we haven't talked about yet. Baker. Sorry, Baker. I didn't mean to move you. We got Ron. Ron dropping another wad right on the screen. Smitty not shifty like Swifty. I'm not shifty, but I'm fast. Okay? I'm fast. There's a difference between being quick and east to west fast and shifty. You know, like Kenneth Walker on the field. Kenneth Walker is quick left to right. Your boy Smitty. I mean, I'm okay. I'm better than the average bear. You know, I can go left and right. I can plot around. I look a little like, you know, like this. But north, south, I'm good to go, bro. I can still get on a horse. I can still ride. I'm good to go. But yeah, right to left, no more on the knees, bro. I go left to right for one day. It's good. The next day, oh my God, I can't walk. I don't know if it's going to be like bone-on-bone knee replacement at the age of like 60 or what, but we'll see. Smitty runs go routes. That's it. That's true. That's true, Pearson. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm working with. Okay, so we've gone over the impact of this trade for CMC. Upgrade. Not a huge upgrade, but it's an upgrade. It also gives the Carolina Panthers a little bit more safety in case something does happen to Baker or something does happen to Darnold. You got 2 options. It's good. That's what I like about Pittsburgh. I don't love Pittsburgh's quarterback situation, but I like that it has a couple options. I think DJ Moore, like I said with McLaurin, Carson Wentz unlocks McLaurin to about 85%. We literally are looking at, when we look at Scary Terry McLaurin, you are actually staring at a top 5 to 10 wide receiver in the NFL. You're actually staring at a top 5 to 7, top 5 to 8 fantasy football wide receiver. But what you're also staring at is a man that's handcuffed, that's trying to play football with one hand behind his back because he has Carson Wentz, which is an upgrade from what he's used to. This holds back Scary Terry. I know Washington football teaming commanding presidents are going to come in here and say, hey, wait a minute, Smitty. Don't talk about give Carson a chance, pal. I'm giving Carson a chance. Me saying McLaurin at 85% is me telling you Carson Wentz is an upgrade. Okay, that's a big upgrade. That gives McLaurin the ability to unlock a little bit of his skill set. But he's still held back. We don't know what McLaurin's capable of. He's so good, but needs a better quarterback. I think we get 85%. Maybe we get 90% out of him. DJ Moore, the reason I bring up McLaurin 100,000 times and I'm getting sidetracked and I keep going down that rabbit hole. Circling back, DJ Moore feels very much in the same vein as what we're talking about with McLaurin, with the quarterback situation, with the talent, with the held back ability that we can't really see come to fruition. I think DJ Moore has that kind of, not top 5 to 7, but like he's like 9, he's like 10 to 14. DJ Moore's maybe even 9 to 14. Like he's got that ability. I'm not saying year over year he'd be 9 or 10. I'm just saying he could flirt with the 9 to 14 overall wide receivers. He could. DJ Moore does have that kind of ability. It's really easy to forget it. It's really easy to ignore it. It's really easy to deny it because he has no quarterback support. So this is going to be, I would say, equivalent to what, this is why I keep bringing up McLaurin, equivalent to what McLaurin's dealing with Carson Wentz. I truly believe that the quarterback crap of a situation that McLaurin was dealing with is the same as Sam Darnold. So now Sam Darnold becomes Baker, and now the Washington football teaming Commanders, their quarterback situation turns into Baker. It's almost the same. Wentz. Wentz and Baker are probably very, very similar into how they feed into DJ Moore and McLaurin, which means we may get 80% of DJ Moore, everyone. Now, I don't know about you, but that excites me a little bit, but I do know that isn't quite enough to be your wide receiver 1. So don't get overly excited. I'm not huge on DJ Moore in general, but I think DJ Moore now becomes unlocked to about 80% of his abilities instead of being, I think with Darnold, he was probably held back more than McLaurin. McLaurin's a better wide receiver, so McLaurin's going to do better without the quarterback play than I think DJ Moore's going to do. But DJ Moore could be an elite wide receiver 2, maybe. I'm not going to say DJ Moore to the moon, but I'm going to say DJ Moore to the elite wide receiver 2 table. He gets upgraded from the kiddie table up to the big boy table. At least the middle range big boy table. So I'm going to say DJ Moore, not to the moon. No way. He's not even on a shuttle. He's still on Earth. He's not even breaching the atmosphere, but he certainly is kind of flying around inside the Earth, kind of having a field day. Maybe on a little baby itty bitty rocket ship. DJ Moore or Judy. What do you guys think on that one? I think that's a hard question to answer. I think DJ Moore would be safer at this point till we find out which one of Judy and Sutton are going to grab a hold of the number 1 wide receiver spot in Denver. At least we know DJ Moore is the number 1 wide receiver. I'd say DJ Moore is safer. I would say Judy's got more risk, but more upside. Judy's got the upside to be inside the top 10. Judy's got the risk to really burn you. DJ Moore doesn't really feel with Baker. He feels like he's right around, like I said, 14, 9, 4. I'd say he's right on the verge of a top, like 13. We'll call him 13. He could be he could be one of the top number 2 wide receivers on a fantasy team. You know, he's like this. He's looking up at tier 1. But he can't get in. He can't get in. Judy could get in, but Judy could also fall completely off the face of the earth. DJ Moore's probably not going too far down as long as he stays healthy from 13, 14, 15, but he's probably not climbing high either. He's kind of held in check because Baker, DJ Moore maker, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to make him. I don't know. I would say DJ Moore just is a tiny bit safer. Where are you ranking Baker now? Honestly, nowhere near worth using unless you're in Superflex. There's just no room for him. There's no room for him. I went over it at the top of the show. I said 18, I think, and I think I jumped the gun. I went over the top 20 quarterbacks, and he was not in them. So Baker's like 22, 25, 28, 20, 23. You could go anywhere in that vicinity. But this is big news. This is big news. It does good for everybody in Carolina. It's basically, I think, I don't know, a sign of what is to come in Cleveland. Just not making good decisions. Where are the Cleveland Browns going to go from here? The Cleveland Browns making dumb decision after dumb decision. Okay, let's piss off Baker Mayfield. Okay, now he won't come back. Now he refuses to play for us. We can't do anything with Baker. We can't repair the relationship. Oh, Deshaun Watson, he's fine. Yeah, let's give him the contract, sign $230 million guaranteed. Oh, wait, Deshaun Watson's now in trouble again. Oh, new cases are coming out. Oh, Deshaun Watson may not play 2022. Oh, Deshaun Watson may not even play in 2023. Who knows if the NFL puts him on an indefinite suspension, which I've told and talked about for months now, that's the answer. And then he has to reapply every year. Maybe Sue Robinson on the 11th or after, when this determination is made by Sue Robinson, the ruling will come down on July 11th, no earlier, maybe after. And if she says 6 to 8 games, Roger Goodell, in my opinion, is very unlikely to overrule Sue if it gets appealed by the NFL, because that's going to circumvent the system. Yet we don't know if Roger Goodell is certainly capable of circumventing his own system. We know that. We know that by now. But I mean, who knows what's going on with that situation? This is the craziest offseason that we've seen in some time. It's such a crazy offseason. But where do you rank anybody at this point that's involved in that kind of situation or suspension? Where do you rank Kamara? Where do you rank Watson, do you even draft Watson? A lot of people say, hell no, I don't draft Watson. But what if Watson's out 6 to 8 games? Can you even roster him? It depends how big your league is. Would you even contemplate rostering Watson as your third quarterback and just putting him on your bench for 6 to 8 games? What are your league rules for players that are suspended? Can you put them on IR? There's a lot of things to consider. You can't just blanketly say no, yes, no, yes. You need to know all those details. But Kamara, we've been talking about Kamara last night. People talking about drafting him and did in the mock draft at the beginning of round 3 or middle of round 3 still. But if this man Kamara's out 6 to 8 games, what are you going to do? How are you going to survive with a 3.2 draft selection invested in Alvin Kamara? That's a disaster waiting to happen. All these disasters waiting to happen are better to be avoided. Why? Because there are safer players and options all around. Safer players all around. Think about it. Alvin Kamara at 3.2. Why not take Breece Hall for an entire season? What's wrong with people today? Taking a guy that could be out 6 to 8 games instead of a guy named Breece Hall who could be the next Jonathan Taylor. And you can stare at me all you want. And you can give me nasty looks all you want. I believe in him. Ron Navy dropping another wad on the screen. Ron Navy says, tell me the last time the Browns did something smart. Jim Brown. That's where I was going. I know I got sidetracked. I don't know how I got here. But the Browns made the worst decision to give this man, Deshaun Watson, $230 million guaranteed. You know what's crazier? The first 2 years are fully locked in. I told you about verbiage that Pro Football Talk, Mike Florio, an attorney or former attorney, I don't know if he's still a practicing attorney at all or licensed or whatever, but he talked about there's verbiage in there that could potentially void some or part of Deshaun Watson's contract if there are new cases arise, new misbehaviors that lead to an NFL suspension. Then they can void parts or pieces or the entire contract. He wasn't real specific. There's new information that comes out. Master dropping a super chat. Master, appreciate you, buddy boy. Open the phone lines for the people. That's a good suggestion. We'll open the phone lines. There's new information out on Watson's contract. His first year is fully guaranteed. His second year is fully guaranteed. The verbiage in the contract that speaks to a potential suspension that could lead to a voided contract or voided pieces of the contract are not in year 2, but year 3 on. But there's crazy things to look at with this Deshaun Watson deal, because if Deshaun Watson is suspended for an entire season, he gets his $45 million. He already got that in form of signing bonus. His salary is $46 million every single year. That salary can be potentially withheld by the NFL if a suspension happens. They made it a Watson-friendly deal. They gave Watson $45 million in a signing bonus, and they gave him $1 million in salary, so that in year 1, if the NFL did do something to the salary, they'd only be able to touch $1 million of it. Here's the kicker. If Watson gets suspended for 2022, that means his $1 million salary gets not paid to him in 2022. His contract starts in 2023. That means Watson will make $45 million in his signing bonus for 2023, not for 2022. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. What can I do for you? Okay. See you later. Good talk. So that's an interesting tidbit, is that if Watson ends up getting suspended, he doesn't get his next $46 million salary. He gets the $1 million of the $1 million that is potentially going to get paid to him this year. So his contract starts in 2023, which is absolutely crazy. What's up, Jay? What's up, DJ? Appreciate you all here. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. What can I do for you?
Yeah, it's Burger. What's up, Smitty?
What's up, Burger? What you got?
How you doing today, man? No, I'm just seeing this Baker trade. What do you think about CMC's value now? I think Baker, had some good seasons with their running backs. So I think
yeah,
a chance
it's
to have a big year.
It's an upgrade, right?
Healthy.
I mean, oh, you couldn't hear me. I had myself muted for you. It's an upgrade, right? It's an upgrade. Like that. It's good. It's good. It's not a massive upgrade, but it's an upgrade. It gives that whole offense at least a shot to move the football down the field just a little bit better, and that's all you can ask for. Carson Wentz is the same. Like, this is the exact same scenario, bro. It's the same thing. Carson Wentz and Baker. Baker is Carson. Carson is Baker. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. Whatever. It's all the same. Like I think Wentz gives McLaurin enough upside to maybe give us, 85% of his ability. I think DJ Moore's now, who's been like 65, 70% capable, now he's unlocked to about 80, 85. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, Moore not to the moon, but Moore at least gets to explore around, the atmosphere a little bit.
Yeah, no, I really like the trade. I mean, consider Sam Darnold how poorly is before him. Then the year CMC put up some big numbers with, not really good quarterback play. You would think that there's a big chance here that he could be a top 3 overall this year. Would you take him top 3,
I mean,
CMC?
Yeah, but CMC's it's all about the injury. It's not been about the quarterback issue. Like we all probably worry a little bit about Darnold, or we worried a little bit about whether they could move the football down the field, get into the red zone. Like, you can't get in the red zone, you can't score touchdowns. So, like, it would definitely be a concern if, like, we found out they weren't making a Baker trade, and then you're, like, settling on the fact that, okay, Darnold is for sure the quarterback. But, yeah, CMC, as D-Town said, he's almost, like, quarterback-proof in a way. I definitely think it's an upgrade. It definitely gives Christian McCaffrey a little bit more security. And like I said, you have 2 quarterbacks like Mitchell Trubisky and Pickett. I don't like either one, but to have 2 of them is a very good thing, because if one doesn't work out, you can move on very quickly. Same thing with Mariota and Ritter. Like, these are horrible situations, Atlanta and Pittsburgh, for quarterback play, but to have 2 options is good. So Baker and Darnold, at least they have options there. But I don't know that it's about that for me when it comes to McCaffrey. I think I'm not drafting McCaffrey anywhere near the top 3, bro. Just because we haven't seen it for 2 years. I worry about the workload. He's been the highest percentage of his offense more than any other player in the NFL when he's been on the field. I mean, it's an alarming statistic of how much he is his offense percentage-wise. And I just think that mileage is going to, maybe he looks the part for a while, and I think that's the one saving grace here, is that, like, we haven't seen decline. So, like, I do feel like, if McCaffrey can stay healthy, he's going to ball out. But that's the problem, is will he stay healthy? I know they haven't been, like, season-ending injuries to the normal sense of the word. Like, they haven't been ACL tears or Achilles or, injuries that like you're immediately out for the year. They've been like those kind that, like, they take a while, they wait on it, and then he's out for the year after things don't get better or something. But it's still a lot of time has passed since McCaffrey has been who he used to be. And on top of that, his mileage was insane leading up to that point. So it's hard to imagine him staying healthy for a full season, in my mind. But in one league, Umberger, take him in one league.
Him, I was going to say, if you did draft him, you take Hubbard as a cuff. How do you think Hubbard would play out if he was?
Is it Hubbard or is it Deontay Foreman? Like, we don't.
Well, who'd you take?
I don't. I mean, as of right now, I'd probably say Deontay Foreman's the guy. I mean, it's hard to say, though. I mean, I don't know. Nobody knows. But I kind of feel like, Foreman has proven, and he is the best performing Achilles recovery player we've ever seen in the history of Achilles recoveries. I always talk about how Cam Akers can't come back this year to the degree everybody's hoping he will. Achilles injuries take a long time to come back from. And Deontay Foreman's the first running back to ever get back to a very productive form. So, and it's taken him forever, bro. It's been like 4 years. It's been like 4 years since his Achilles tear. So everybody expected Cam Akers to do this A remarkable, insane turnaround on a, I believe it was one of the first, it was like a guinea pig type Achilles bridge surgery that has never been performed before, I believe, on a high level running back. So you're telling me that Cam Akers got some procedure done that we don't really know much about at all. He's like one of the very few people to get this. It's supposed to be potentially a better, maybe Achilles injury surgery, but they don't know. It's not tested or proven, especially with running backs. Is a disaster waiting to happen. I don't think people understand how bad Achilles injuries are, but if I could just I'll find a graphic on it and put it up on screen. I'll also put this on the marker board right here. But when you have your foot right here, here's your heel.
Yeah.
Here's your foot. Here's your toes. There's your foot. That's a really, really bad foot. Let's put the toenail on at least. Maybe a little there. Your ankle. Okay, here's the foot. Here's your ankle bone right here. So here's where the Achilles is. It's like a cord, bro. It's crazy, and it goes into your it comes out from like your calf area, turns into your. He literally severed this right here, and this is about where they put that like bridge in, and they just bridged it right here to reconnect this to this. It's crazy. It like when you look at it, it's painful, and you ask yourself. Here's this like little bridge Achilles surgery he had. How on earth, when you connect this, it's almost it's a thick cord. It's like this. It feels like this pen. It's like a thick cord. It literally snaps, and you gotta like tie these two ends together, and it's like you expect to go out and fire off like a running back. That foot isn't that bad. That foot's not bad. It's kind of Picasso-like.
It's a good foot, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that.
Yeah.
The toenail really does it
What
numbers.
about J.K. Dobbins then? Like him and Cam Akers, I guess you'd probably take him over Cam Akers, sounds like.
Who? Over Cam?
Dobbins.
No.
Or no?
No, I don't think I take Dobbins over Cam. I bet that shocked you.
Okay.
I don't want either. But, like,
Okay.
you know, I can trade Cam high. I can't trade JK right now. JK may not even be ready. And people are drafted JK in round 3-4. And they're like, oh, you'll be fine. He's JK Dobbins. He's in a running back by committee. Quarterback vultures touchdowns. He's coming off an ACL tear, and he's not even ready. People are taking this guy in the 3rd and 4th round. Not anymore. Writings on the wall. Stay clear of JK Dobbins. And Akers, I'd only draft him over JK to trade him, which means I probably wouldn't trade him. Or I wouldn't draft him because I wouldn't want to worry about could I get rid of him.
What about that? What about Hendy? Now with the Rams, you think he could be a late pick?
Hendy might be.
11th.
Hendy might be the sleeper of the group, bro, because you got Kyron Williams, who I really like, but he broke his foot. But I don't know how much he broke his foot. Like, you know, sometimes you have that. It sounds like it could be a Jones fracture, maybe. We don't really know. So Jones fracture is bad. That's what Derrick Henry had.
Yeah.
I'd probably say Kyron Williams maybe later on in the season could get back to maybe, you know, he's younger, the mileage is lower, so maybe he might later in the year. But he's a guy to forget about for right now. I liked Kyron Williams, but injuries change things. Hendy is the only running back right now that's proven that they trust, that has good production. Akers was the worst running back in the NFL once he returned from his Achilles injury in terms of efficiency. He was god awful. And
it was like 2 yards of carry.
Yeah, it's like 1.9 or 2.1 yard, whatever it was. And he's going to have a whole offseason to prepare. But my question is, did he damage and cause injury to his Achilles that you don't see yet? Like, did he, you know, when you get your phone and they say, don't use it until it's fully charged, Burger. You know, fully charge the battery before you use it. You go out and start using the phone too early because you're impatient, like Cam Akers went out onto the field when he wasn't fully recovered. Does that mean you'll see the ramifications right away? No. Cam Akers didn't tear anything. He escaped from having injury, but did he go out onto the field too early without charging the battery fully? I believe he did. I believe he probably limited his upside to recover quicker or at all by playing on this thing. Maybe, I mean, think about it from the perspective of this Achilles, it like stretching out a little bit, not healing properly. You're going out there and running and causing impact. You're 6 months recovered. The dude tried to come back 5 months recovered. He's not smart when it comes to his body, Umberger. And I know that sounds aggressive and not very kind, but he's not a smart guy when it comes to putting his body in jeopardy. If you watch all of Cam Akers' college film, he literally lowers his head and neck and leads with his head and neck on like every impact with linebackers, players much bigger than him. And even when he came back from his torn Achilles, he did a lowered his head, went head to head with another player, defensive player, I forget which one it was, and the guy was carted off the field. Cam Akers escaped, but they both lowered their heads. Cam Akers lowered his head, hit the guy went off the field on a cart, and Cam Akers, was shaken up a little bit, but he didn't end up having a neck injury. The guy, from returning on the field in 6 months, wanting to come back in 5, the way he plays football, his injury history, he's one of the most injury-prone players in the entire National Football League, Umberger. One of the most injury-prone guys. He had like 3 or 4 injuries his rookie year. He's one of the most injury-prone players. I said stay away from him because he's my number 1 injury risk player for all of 2022. Henry was number 2. Cam Akers was number 1. Cam Akers got hurt. You could say, boom, Smitty, you can't predict Achilles injury, Smitty. I didn't predict an Achilles injury. I'm not saying I did, but I do know that Cam Akers staying healthy is the biggest and tallest order of them all.
Now, what about Singletary? He's going in the mid rounds. You take him over like Pollard and some of those guys around that area.
I mean, Singletary, I like late. I like late, bro, but I'm not super excited about him being like anything but like a flex, like a crafty flex play, bro.
Yeah, you don't think he can have a breakout?
Singletary, he could, but I mean, they drafted James Cook for a reason. They're going to use like best case scenario, they split it. I think the worst case scenario for Singletary is he's getting 40% of the work, maybe. Like they're not taking him off the field. If he gets hurt, then I think the door opens up for Cook. I think if one of them gets hurt, then yeah, it's open season. But I don't really feel like they want to start one of these guys, but we'll see. All right, Umberger, I'm gonna let you run. You what?
All right, man. Take care.
Yeah. Hey, appreciate the call. Call in anytime, Umberger. The people love you.
All right. Okay, bye.
All right, let's take one more phone call before I jump off here. Baker, interception maker. I ordered a pizza at Lou Malinotti's that I got to pick up next. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. What can I do for you?
Hey, Smitty. How are you?
Good. Who are you?
Good. It's DJ Meat Missile.
TJ what?
DJ Meat Missile.
DJ Meat Missile is his YouTube name. Okay. What's up? What's up, Meat?
I just turned 29 today. Just want to let you know I am with a couple friends.
Okay.
I let them know about your YouTube channel.
Attaboy.
I've been following you for 3 years now, and just want to say thank you for everything and all the.
Thank you, Meat. Appreciate you. You cut out though. We can't hear you. You there, Meat? It's nice to meet you. Call back, Meat. You cut out. Meat, you cut out. Nice to meet you. But call back. Man, the Meat Missile. The Meat Missile is shooting blanks today because his Wi-Fi ain't working. DJ Moore to the space station. The space station fantasy dog might be something we gotta introduce. Yeah, happy birthday, Meat. We appreciate you. Call back. The space station. We need to create a space station. We got a moonshot. We need fantasy dog with the idea. We got it. We got a space station. This mug. We're doing it. I'm making it today. Who do we send to the space station? Is the space station like in waiting, like, because you're not on the moon. You're going to the space station. You're sitting there. You're rising up in value. You're in waiting. I like it. Space station's in between. The in between between going to Neptune, going to the moon. We decide where you go from there. Sometimes you can bypass the space station. I like it, Fantasy Dog. Dropping up some good ideas. Where's Meat? Is Meat calling back or what?
Call into the show. Dial 602 NFL.
You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Who am I talking to?
James, or Legion, actually.
Legion, what's up, pal? Do you mind if we just call you?
How's it going?
Can we just call you Meat? Like the earlier caller? Never mind. Go ahead. What's up? What can we do for you, Legion? Is this the second call that's cut out?
The app that has the blue app color.
The app that has the blue app color.
Right, and the fantasy. It's NFL fantasy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What about it?
Oh, yeah. I just wanted to say the way that they got their ratings. I have gotten Brees Hall in the 10th on 2 of those teams. 2 out of 3 teams.
Are they real teams or just like mock drafts though?
No, they're real teams.
Wow. Are they money leagues?
No, they're play for free leagues.
Yeah.
But I was looking how the next draft went on my 3rd team, and they were kind of a little bit more savvy, so I had to take them in the 7th. But if you check it out, I wouldn't be surprised if you got Brees Hall in the 10th also.
Yeah, I wouldn't though, because I wouldn't be patient enough. Legion, I'd probably grab him in round 5, and I wouldn't even know that you'd fall to 10. That's part of my.
I mean, they got him way down, like where Hines and stuff is.
Yeah, I mean that's like oversight, and that's like ridiculous. Like I hope Miss Smitty has a work league with her work people, and every year they draft on that app, the NFL app. And if he's sitting down there, I'll test it out. I'll try and see if I can let him slip by. But I think a crafty person, whether he's ranked low or not, if you're playing like with anybody that knows what they're doing, they wouldn't let him not get taken till like round 5 maybe. I could see it happening round 6. I wouldn't push it. I'd take him in 6. The benefit of getting him in 6 far outweighs the eliminating the risk of someone else seeing him and knowing what time it is. I definitely
right.
6 rounds were worth it. Like you're getting such a big advantage. Don't get greedy is what I'm trying to say, and I would take them. Like I like that you're giving me the information, but I would certainly.
Hey, just give it a shot and see if you can get him. I mean, it's free. Just give it a shot and see if you can get him in the 10th.
Yeah,
I bet you'll be surprised.
I mean, honestly, I don't think I could do it, bro. I think I wouldn't have the patience. I wouldn't have the patience for it. But I appreciate the information. It's weird that that's happening. That sounds like nobody's using that app. That ADP data is like completely untouched.
All right.
You got anything else for me, pal?
The running backs. It's like the whole first round is like all running backs. I mean, their ADP is. It's really, really running back heavy.
Yeah.
You should check it out. I know you're kind of busy and everything, but
yeah, I think
check it out.
I think that sounds like there's multiple fantasy Karens in that league and a couple Bobs. So
right.
All right, bro. Appreciate you. Call in anytime. Call in anytime. DJ Meat Missile said his phone service was cutting out, so we're to give him a little birthday. Appreciate you, birthday boy. Birthday missile. His birthday missile out. Ron Navy with a super chat. Time for the pizza. I do got to go get that pizza pie. I appreciate everybody that's in here right now. I hate leaving when we got a full room, but you know what? Sometimes letting you desire just a little bit more of the fantasy football show is exactly what you need. So we're going to go ahead and bounce out early. I'm going to go get my pizza pie. Where's my button? There we go. I'm live. Oh, okay. Apparently I'm not leaving. You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. What can I do for you?
What's going on, Smitty?
Good.
Hey, man, it's Maurice.
Maurice.
I just wanted to say hello, man, and look forward to meeting you one of these days. You seem like one of the pretty cool cats that are online. You know how you can have a lot of knuckleheads, you know?
Yeah. Thank you, Maurice. I appreciate that.
Yeah. And as far as Baker Mayfield, a.k.a. Baker Mayfield, I don't even think he's going to get picked for any bye weeks, whether he's starting or not. What do you think?
Do I think he's going to what?
I don't think he's going to get picked for any of the bye weeks.
I don't know, man. I mean, Baker Mayfield in a 2 QB league is a conversation to have. In a 1 QB league, I don't care. Like, Baker's not going to do anything. He's not going to crack my lineups. I'm taking Davis Mills over him as my backup. I'm not, you know, Baker's he's a super flex conversation, and at that point, it's like he's, you know, he's a QB2 on a team that didn't go QB heavy. You know, that's just what it is. I think he's okay. I don't think he's horrible. I think he could be number 22 in fantasy football quarterback scoring. I mean, that's not crazy. So, you know, it's something. Yeah. It's definitely something to think about in Superflex, or if you back up your quarterback improperly. But Davis Mills is going so far down, like into the late 20s, that I'm usually just taking him as my backup this year, and I'm liking it pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what the receivers are saying, because wasn't it Robbie Anderson that didn't want him there or something like that? I think some rumblings about some of the receivers were saying they didn't really want him there earlier on.
Yeah, poor Baker. Yeah. Poor Baker. I mean,
it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, but hey, man, like I said, I really wanted to just say hello to you. I've done some super chats and all, and I just appreciate, you know, I think you're one of the cooler cats out there, because you got a lot of knuckleheads online.
Yeah,
so
hey, Maurice.
Look forward to meeting you one of the days,
yeah,
man.
do you have Instagram?
No, I don't even really bother with all of that.
Email me.
I'll go.
Email me through thefantasyfootballshow.com, all right?
All right, thefantasyfootballshow.com and just email. Okay.
Yeah, there's contact form. Yeah. Okay. Appreciate you, man. Bye.
Okay, bro. Peace.
All right. Yeah, now I'm going to leave. Let me put this on. I'm going to turn off the phone line. We'll turn it back on during the 7 p.m. show. As I was saying here, we're live Monday through Friday. And I can't wait to, let's see, where is this at? There we go. Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. show upcoming. It's only 11:41 a.m. my time. That is 2:41 p.m. most of your times out there, East Coast people. Maurice, have a great day, says Funkadelic. And Maurice, I appreciate you calling me. Maurice, email me. We are going to be back for the 7 p.m. show. Please get on over to thefantasyfootballshow.com and order your lifetime membership, your one-on-one text device, and all that stuff. Appreciate everybody that supports me. Appreciate everybody racing over here when this Baker Mayfield news broke, because what does Smitty do whenever breaking news occurs? I'm going to pause the timer real quick so we don't go to the outro. What does Smitty do anytime there's breaking news? I go live. When something breaks, I don't want you wandering around going, wonder where I can get information. Do you know where I can get information on this Baker Mayfield situation? Yes, Bob. Smitty goes live whenever there's breaking news. You mean to tell me he goes live on the Fantasy Football Show on YouTube at youtube.com/The Fantasy Football Show anytime there's breaking news? That's what I'm telling you, Bob. The dude is a beast. The dude is a beast. See you at 7. Happy birthday, Meat Missile.
Until next time, Bubba. Catch you later, Bubba.